As crews try to restore power to thousands of customers, a lot of folks are still in the dark about whether their insurance will cover the damages to their homes, their cars, other property. You might not be able to control Mother Nature, but you can reduce the chances for expense from storm damage. And joining us now, Billy Simons, an independent insurance agent with Rust Insurance Agency. Billy, good morning to you. I bet you're very busy.
We are a little busy the last couple of days. We've seen a lot of storm victims calling in with various amounts of damage.
And we should say to the viewers, you were here during the winter storms talking about damage now. Storms of a different nature, but still just as damaging.
The result's the same.
Result is the same.
We're seeing a lot of downed limbs on houses, and we're seeing some of the small stuff come in too, which people need to be very careful about. The kinds of claims that they're putting with their insurance companies.
Let's talk about that. What's covered, what's not covered? I know that's a huge question to ask, but generally speaking.
Generally speaking, a downed tree limb on your house, damage to your property, that's covered. A downed tree limb in your yard, not covered. You're gonna have to get the chainsaw out and take care of that yourself or get a tree company in. If you have a tree come down and hit a power line will usually take the tree off of the line so they can fix the lines. The rest of it's on you. Unless it's damaged your fence, then you can generally put that in through your insurance. If you have any questions about any of your coverages or what's going to be covered, what's not going to be covered, always check with your independent insurance agent. Make sure that they walk you through the steps and will advise you on when and when not to put a claim in.
Let's talk about filing that claim. Is that just sitting down with your agent, or how do you even start that process?
Generally, in your insurance policy, there's a phone number you can call, or just call your agent. I mean, we have everybody calling us, and we help them. We give them the phone number on our website. We've got claim phone numbers. People can call in and put the claim in directly with the carrier. The carrier issues you a claim adjuster. That person will call you or come by, or depending on the severity. So
let's talk about some of the small things. Let's talk about if you just cannot live in your home right now, the hotel expenses or the food that you lost in your freezer because you were planning some big event. How small is too small, and what's exactly?
If your house is completely uninhabitable because you've had a tree go through it, almost all insurance policies, homeowners insurance policies have a loss of use limit, which doesn't let you go above your standard of living, but it lets you maintain it. So you get a specified limit in your policy that allows you to go out and rent a hotel, get another place to live. If you have a small one-room bungalow, it's not going to allow you to go to the Ritz, but it'll help you match what you're doing now.
Right.
The small stuff for food in your refrigerator, there's no coverage for that. No. What I would suggest everybody do, and I've done it myself, is I went to Home Depot and I bought a generator, and I keep it in the garage. When the power goes out, 6,500 watts, and I can power 3 refrigerators, 2 TVs. I got 2 kids, so I know electricity is important.
Right. And you see the warnings with all of the generators, so just be careful
when
you do that.
With the generators,
because that would be another call.
Yes,
let's talk about when walking around through the neighborhood, you see trees down. If your tree has fallen now on somebody else's property or what have you, does it get tricky, or is that just another?
It doesn't get tricky. I mean, you can go ahead and put the insurance claim in through your own insurance carrier. What a good neighbor might decide to do, if it's obviously your tree and it's fallen on somebody's house, is maybe you pay their deductible. It's just the neighborly thing to do. You don't have to do that. But you can put your insurance claim in through your insurance company. Your company will probably subrogate against their insurance company, meaning they'll go after them for the money to recoup their losses.
Okay.
So
similar to a car accident, a little bit?
A little bit. Generally, in a car accident, you're going to find that the other person's insurance, if they have it, hopefully they have it, will cover your car too.
Okay.
If a tree falls on your house, just call your insurance company, get the claim started, and let them worry about going up against, your neighbor's insurance company.
What do we need to be doing, Billy, before? Like now the storm has passed and, might say I need to sort of amp up my insurance. What do we need to do now in calm times after the storm?
I think one highly overlooked aspect of homeowners insurance is people don't think to increase their building limit, their structure limit each year. It's something that needs to be looked at every single year. The cost of building materials goes up. Remember, market value is very different from bricks and sticks, so you need to just worry about what the actual materials will cost if you had to rebuild your house from scratch. bricks and sticks. So every year you should talk to your independent
Yes.
insurance agent and make sure that you have the right amount of coverage on your dwelling. And one other thing I'd like to say is if anybody has any questions more about storm damage, what to do, and that sort of thing, they can go to trustedchoice.com. is a good independent insurance agent website, and it will give you a whole slew of information.
TrustedChoice.com.
Trustedchoice.com.
Okay, this interview is linked to our website, myfoxdc.com. So if you forget that, go back to the website, look at this interview with Billy Simons, an independent insurance agency with a Rust Insurance Agency. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, as of now, the only way you can have an iPhone in the U.S. is if you have AT&T service.